řadě také Bělorusové. Bělorusku se postaví Švýcaři, kteří se dnes představí podobně jako před chvílí Slovinci poprvé.
First round. Fighters ready.
And we get underway with Switzerland versus Belarus. Nice start. There's already a Swiss fighter down. It didn't take long at all. And I get the impression the Belarusians now will be looking to capitalise on that. Some swift movement there, driven right into the corner. However, some nice move there from that Swiss fighter there, wearing the Eastern European armour. Going for a huge takedown, putting all his weight on that Belarusian, who is in any case gripping onto the list. Get a nice takedown there, but it's gone down himself. It's very, very unfortunate. However, it's gone. Now the Belarusians are pushing themselves over. There's 2 against 1 here, and then you can see there's another fracas going on there. Again, pushing each other straight into the corner. So we go 2 against 1. So the Belarusians now working on the next, and there's another Swiss fighter there. I don't know where on earth he came from. Absolutely no idea, but it now puts the Swiss fighters in a great position. A huge kick there from the Belarusian. They're going to work on his leg, and the fight is stopped. I'm not quite sure. Often you see that big Swiss fighter there. He's coming with some massive blows, but making life difficult for the. See a huge defense there from the Swiss fighter. And again, he just sort of came out of nowhere at the end there. And you can see some nice counter-attacks there from the Swiss fighter. Very, very impressive. Good blows, however, from Belarus. Some great teamwork. Very, very well coordinated. See the first takedown, of course, was in favor of Belarus, taking down the Swiss fighter. Well, the fight has been called at 2 against 1. There'll be an intervention there from the marshals. Okay, just separated there. Okay. There's some deliberations going on there by the marshals. I'm not quite sure what's happening. But
from Switzerland gets yellow card for getting up to his feet before stop.
Well, I was wondering.
Right now we will continue the first round. 2 versus 1.
I was wondering where that Swiss fighter came from.
Ready?
It certainly did seem like we get back in the action here, and the Belarusians will be looking to take down the Swiss fighter as quickly as possible. The Swiss grounded fighters moving out of the way there. Hacking away at the Swiss fighter's legs there. And I think that's going to be lights out for him fairly soon. Huge headshots there. Some great blows from that falchion. Some huge damage, and it doesn't seem that the Swiss fighter has anything to come back with at this point. Huge blow to the side there with the shield. Again, the shield can be as an effective weapon as a sword. And both two are tumbling down, leaving one Belarusian fighter remaining. And again, still very, very surprised by that Swiss fighter who just showed up out of nowhere. And now he has a yellow card. Well, it's even 2 against 1 there. It's no advantage when your opponent is pressed up against the list. You can see the damage that the list has taken today.
První kolo bylo velmi vyrovnané, zasáhnout museli i maršálové. Uvidíme, co nám oba tábory nachystají pro kolo druhé.
And the Swiss team are just preparing themselves with a little bit of caution. And the Belarusians will be looking to get straight back into this.
Second round, fighters ready.
And take advantage of the early lead which they have. We're now ready for round 2. And the Belarusians go charging forward as the Swiss a little bit tentative in their movements, but very, very cautious now. You've got loose fighters in the middle here. They're going to have to go for each other at a certain point. Right shot there to the leg. And some nice charges there. Again, a Swiss fighter's down, and a Belarusian fighter's also down. This is very, very evenly matched at the moment. However, a halberd is coming straight in to that Swiss fighter, who's very, very athletic, but he's in a bad position now. He has his back to the Belarusian fighter, and he's going to find it very, very difficult to come out of. The Belarusians now trying to get those Swiss to the floor, putting all of his weight on top of that fighter. 2 against 2 here. That Falchion, and in fact, the Swiss fighter has got free there. A small mistake there from the Belarusian fighter. Again, putting all that pressure when it starts to get really, really tiring at this point. As you can see there, and these Swiss fighters trying to break down these Belarusians. And it's so far not going so well for them. There's been some impressive work from that taller Swiss fighter on the left, who in fact received a yellow card earlier, and he's trying to pull down his opponent, but unless the Swiss fighter takes him down as well, and this puts them in a good position here. However, the last remaining Swiss fighter in the corner there will have to break free if he is to have any impact on the Belarusian they've got. Really tired out, worn down. You can see so little the energy they have left, but you have a difficult situation there because you have fighters lying on the ground there, and to use them as a weapon would mean to force a trip. So again, the Swiss will want to get the Belarusian's arm off the list there. And more strikes going. You can see that the Swiss are really trying to work on the legs there, sweeping away the legs of the Belarusian. Opening it up now, a nice headbutt there from the Swiss, smashing away at him. Some good thrust there, however, they've got to keep the Belarusian's arm away from this. They're breaking away slightly now. Nice chops to the head there from the falchion and from the axe. Get some good kicks there, but again, the Belarusian puts his arm on the side of the list. It's going to be very, very difficult to get him off. This may, however, go down to a timeout. Huge shot there from the Belarusian. A nice response there from the Swiss fighter. You can see that he's got to get his shield up now. Can't take too many more of those blows. And you can see the tiredness setting in there from all these athletes. Huge shot to the head there. The Belarusian has to cover himself. But it's a question of energy now. They have one leg loose, and the Swiss have got to work together as a team in order to take out both of these legs and try somehow to get the Belarusian's arms off the side of the list. More headbutts there, thrashing in. Some great shots now. So they're just trying to wear down the Belarusian opponent. But of course, headbutting, it's a nice thing that they break him away from the list there. Headbutting made as much damage to the person headbutting rather than the person who was receiving it. And we go through there, and now the Belarusian linking onto both of these Swiss fighters. I think this is probably going to go down to the wire here. This time will be called. And you can see there, the lack of movement from all these fighters is getting so difficult for them. How the marshals are just checking something now. They can see that the Belarusian's leg has been lifted. So the Swiss now need to pull him back if they had to take him down. Epic fight this. And Marshall just checking something to be set, but a huge kick there from the Belarusian, proving that this is far from over. A nice forward attack there from the Swiss. Again, massive shots coming down there. And it just makes you wonder how much more the Belarusian can take. Marshall's now probably seeing that this will come to the end. However, the Belarusian get a lot of support there from the fans. Huge support, in fact.
Time, stop fight.
And it is called time. So the Swiss will win that 2-1. Oh, huge fight. That must have been exhausting for all three of them involved. And as you can see just in the replay, there's some great movement from the Swiss there, but also that Belarusian going straight for the corner there. Great takedown there from the Belarusians, but a great response there from that big Swiss fighter. Got a nice halberd attack there. Doesn't quite connect with the helmet of the Swiss fighter. Some great moves there, a nice headlock, which in fact almost puts the Swiss in danger himself. And there's some communication to the Swiss team there.
2-0, Switzerland 1. So we'll have the third round.
Okay, we go to a third round of this. One apiece so far.
A fighter from Switzerland gets a yellow card because he grabbed the blade of the weapon of his opponent.
Well, another yellow card there for Switzerland. And that puts them in a difficult position here. They've already picked up 2. So, I'm not sure, perhaps the...
Fighters, please get ready for the third round.
I'm not sure, Rogers doesn't actually see the fighter get a hold of the weapon. But, yeah, this opening fight for Switzerland is not turning out to be so good in terms of following the rules. We've already got 2 yellow cards. The first yellow card has really surprised me. A fighter knows if he's down. And he wantonly got up, he broke the rules. And I mean, that's a serious offence. He's lucky to.
Germany 3 versus France 1.
Germany 3, France 1 up next. Because almost lucky just to get away with the yellow card for that offence.
Fight.
Third round. With some nice movement there for the Belarusians. Again, charging the Swiss against the list there, and there seems to be a great takedown there from Switzerland. However, again, the Swiss needs to capitalize on this moment now, and he does. And the Belarusian fighter is down. However, there's pressure straight away. And that's a great takedown, huge shot, but it also takes down the Swiss fighter, so it is going to be 1 versus 1. So, great effort there the Belarusian trying to prize the Swiss fighter away from the list. And the Belarusian now taking advantage of the list being there. The tables have turned, and it is the Swiss who has hold of the list. He's going to be putting his weight on the Belarusian, trying to get him down. Massive shots there to the side. And the Belarusian trying to wear the Swiss fighter down. And that's some sharp moves, and the Swiss really has to use his height advantage, and that's a great takedown, and unfortunately he goes down as well. Wow, this will go to another round for that. Great work there from the Belarusian to take him down as well.
So we'll have the fourth round.
And that was an impressive takedown, and took advantage of the fact that the Belarusian had trouble getting up. Get some nice shots there from the halberdier. A good movement there. However, the Belarusian, as you can see, already had hold of the Swiss, which when he went down as well. And I think neither team can complain about that result. It was very, very evenly matched. Both teams coming up with some great takedowns there.
Fourth round. Fighters ready? Fight!
Round 4. First time we've got to 4 rounds in this 5 versus 5 herd category. So far, some nice rushes there from the Belarusians. And there's some good balance there shown by the Swiss team. We're getting some quite hefty clinches there. You can see there's a 2 versus 2 in the corner. And I think tiredness is going to set in for all fighters, really. You can see it's relatively inactive in terms of movement. There are some strong blows there coming out from the Belarusian. 2 have been taken out, and the Belarusian there, smaller than the Swiss. You might be able to take advantage of the fact that there are fighters behind the Swiss fighter who is gripping onto the list. And here now, this is a good opportunity for the Swiss fighter. A group push there. As you can see that Swiss fighter in the Eastern armour in a push struggle there, and I think I'm not sure if he's actually got hold of the. Well, that's a great move there. Belarusians now fully in control of it, and it appears to go down to 2 versus 1. Great headbutt there from the Belarusian fighter, and we're going to have to see something pretty impressive there from the Swiss, and that's a good victory there for Belarus.
3-0 Belarus.
Big swing. You can see the movement around the list is incredible here. Just a little confusion on the Swiss party there. Make some shots there from the Belarusians. Altogether, a bit of fight. And it goes to 4 rounds.
Now we're having the fight between Germany 3 and France 1. Germany 3 and France 1. Please
On to the next fight now. Don't go away.
After that, Australia 2 versus Czech Republic 2. And Ukraine 1 versus Mexico 2.
Es ist irgendwie falsch, ich weiß. Man darf nicht mit Franzosen sein. Ja, das ist das Problem. Aber man darf auch nicht sein. Wir sind ja einfach ganz, wir sind jetzt gerade Schweiz. Wir sind Zuschauer. Allein immer schon mit der deutschen Fahne verunstaltet mit dem Ding. Herrlich. Und der mit dem Dreck auf dem Kopf. Warum hat er den Dreck auf dem Kopf? Das ist ein blauer Müll!
Hi, what is your name and what team do you represent?
Hello, my name is Dominic and I'm from Team Switzerland.
Team Switzerland has just been fighting with Team Belarus. It was a really close match. What do you think went wrong? Why didn't you get to win?
Well, Belarus is a really strong Mannschaft, and I think we're fighting really good to this team. I think about more power for this, and the tactic was good.
You were great. We all saw that. We wish you good luck for the next fights.
Thank you.